Dude, that was amazing. I loved it. Thank you so much. Also, can I use that anywhere? Because it's magnificent.
Hello, we are here. Oh, here we go. Here is the bus. Here's the bus. Here's the bus. The 501. I got the 501 blues. Here we go. Here we go.
Line 501, Pasadena.
Hello.
Freeway. Let's go line. Welcome. Regular fare is
Thank you. We're now entering the catacombs of today's bus trip. Entering the catacombs. I've come equipped with cards to hide in nefarious places, of course, as per usual. There we go. So, I just recorded this completely fun and awesome. Must have been about 5 or 6 minutes of just fun, spontaneous bus stop shenanigans. I must always remember, this is a note to myself, this has happened on many occasions. You're listening to Inspirado Projecto, this is CEC. I've got to really make certain that this jib-jab is rocking. Sometimes I like to use the microphone because the microphone enables crispier, more full-sounding atmospherics. Don't you agree? Perhaps you don't know the difference yet because I haven't pointed it out, and I don't need to point it out. It's just such a fun little level there that exists for the audiophiles in the audience. See some headshots getting taken under the bridge. It seems to be a favorite spot of the local photographers. And musicians, actors, actresses, etc., etc., and so forth. Hello, my name is and so forth. My first name is Associates and so forth. Nice to meet you. I'm Greek. Getting off at the Raymond Avenue and Union Street. Gotta keep my eyeballs on that. Gotta keep my eyeballs on that. Gotta keep my eyeballs on it. 'Cause if I don't, it could slip away. Could slip away from me, poor old me. You know I love to be a martyr. I love to bear the cross. You know I love to be a martyr. But don't get me wrong, I like to be boss sometimes. You know, it's so interesting. I've been finding myself talking myself out loud a lot more lately. The more that I've been doing these podcasts. It's so exciting. It's like a wonderful, wonderful situation to be in. As I'm leaving these nuggets, these giblets, these morsels of information for my future self. That's right, I'm leaving it for my future self. I'm leaving it for my future self. Big giblets and morsels and nuggets. Hey, yeah, give me the giblets and morsels and nuggets. I'll say it again, the giblets and morsels and nuggets. The fastest times I've ever seen a bus move is when we are on the freeway. That is for certain. That is no lie. That is the very truth from my soul. From the here and now to the thereafter. Hello, my name is Associates and Conundrums. And is my middle name. Conundrums is my last name. Associates and Conundrums. Pleasure to meet you and yours. For today's excursion, you'll notice me using a lot, well, let's just call them shorteners. I'll be using a lot of shorteners during today's sesh. Did you catch it? I sure hope you did, because there'll be a lot more of those happening lates. Catch it? Just checkies.
Approaching Olive and Hollywood.
Give me an olive for my martini now. I wanna be drunk on the bus. Give me an olive for my martini now. Yeah, I wanna be drunk. I wanna be drunk on the bus. That's right. That's right. Out of sight, down of mind. That's right. You know it tonight. I wanna be drunk on the bus, so give me an olive for my martini now. Do it now, while I'm on the bus. That's right, come on, Gus. I need that olive for my martini. You know, I got it cooked up, I got it shook up in my personal flask. I got a martini, it's ready. I got a martini, ready to be drunk now. Oh, that's good. I got a martini, that's ready to be drunk now. Martini, ready to be drunk right now. I got a martini, ready to be drunk right now. Ain't no how,
Approaching
ain't no where,
Alameda and Olive.
ain't no how, and ain't no where. Let's go frighten the children and give them a good scare for Halloween. Do you know what I mean? For Halloween, do you know what I mean? Gonna scare the children and do it right. Gonna scare the children, do it tonight. In the dark, not the light, and do it tonight. Put a mask on your head and some hay in your sleeves. Sit in that chair, we'll pretend you're a man made of leaves. Can you hear those CB sounds? Wouldn't it be awesome to carry along? It'd be so awesome to carry along a personal shortwave radio CB. I grew up with a shortwave radio. Josh and I had a blast with that thing. We recorded so much dialogue on it between truckers, between all kinds of folks. That thing would go so far out there. We had so much fun with it. Could you imagine having some kind of situation where you could hear shortwave radios? And because we had always wanted to be able to communicate back with these guys. That was something we really wanted to do. And I think, well, if you can have an incoming signal, certainly you can have an outgoing signal. So I thought how cool that would be. Maybe there's an app already for shortwave radio enthusiasts. God, that would be great. A CB, you could talk to people all over the world. Imagine then, too, how cool that would be is if you just start recording it. You'd record these outlandish conversations. What an awesome, talk about the wild, wild west. That's it right there, CB radios and AM stations. That's why I'm on Inspirado Projecto on 1630 AM K Chung, Chinatown, Los Angeles. First and third Monday of every month from 1 to 2 p.m. PST. This is why I do that. AM station. It's a rarely tapped resource. I feel like it's up to me to help save the station.
Approaching Alameda and Buena Vista.
Wouldn't that be awesome? As if we have a fundraiser for K-Chung, mobile transmitter, bring in the bands. Maybe we get a bunch of those really cheap, tiny radios, transmitter things, donated, and within a mile radius, you can turn on that station. And I've brainstormed with folks about this before. Within a mile long radius of those folks, they get those little AM radios. Maybe registering, maybe that's the thing. They get a ticket, they get that sent to them in the mail. That's their ticket. Maybe they have to bring that as the proof. And so we'd say K-Chung sponsored event. A series of bands playing. Maybe the bands play for, a very low rate. Like $100 for each kind of band type of thing. And sell tickets for $10. And we broadcast it remote. Maybe it's an all-day thing. Like the K-Chung Fest. K-Chung stock. K-Chungalooza, K-Chung food. K-Chung food. K-Chung food. K-Chung food. K-Chung food fest. K-Chung food. T-shirts, stickers, buttons. All those things could be sold. Maybe I could present my special idea to K-Chung. Gotta remember that for later. My special idea to K-Chung. Because then we could raise money for K-Chung. I mean, if we got people out there selling beads, people buying space at the fair, maybe they're allowed to sell their stuff, but then K-Chung gets a certain percentage or something, Maybe one of these establishments out here would let us play in their parking lot. Maybe I could find some of those places that, like Pear Space or whatever. We could find those locations that they have they have allies with talk with them about the idea. I mean, we could have it broadcasting live on a whole bunch of different systems, through Instagram, through Facebook, through Periscope. People who, Anchor, maybe they use Anchor, just like I'm using. So we get all these amazing perspectives. Maybe the footage is highly encouraged to be uploaded to YouTube as well. Maybe I could have that VR demonstration there too. So many different things that could happen. I'm looking forward to seeing how this evolves, this podcast, because I'm starting to get the hang of blending, like for instance, I could record this and then save it as a draft. I could save it as a draft and then glue it together with another segment from later on. So I think I will. I say goodbye. Alright, just for now, as a test. Okay, here's part 2. It's now a little bit before the rest of the guys get here. About 6:05. I'm looking for coffee for a Starbucks. I've come across this place called Pasadena Antique Mall. What draws me to this place is the fact that just yet last night I saw Midnight in Paris, where he talks about owning a nostalgia shop. So that kind of drew me to this at this moment in time, to see what kind of interesting things are in here that might reflect with certain thoughts or ideas, or main things that have been kind of jangled around in my head. What the hell? No way. No way. There's a talking tick. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. I wonder if this works.
Do you want me to kick your behind? Man, you are creeping me out. I am the wild blue yonder.
Dude, this is incredible. This is hilarious. I've never seen anything like this. It's got the face of, oh my God, they made 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys. They squash. You press their belly and they talk. Looks just like Patrick Warburton. Oh my God, this is crazy. Wow.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good.
Wow. Interesting magazines here that have the Beatles on them. Wow. It's so interesting to look through stuff like this, right? Something's guiding me over here to the books. Bet you will find some of your books over here. Wow. The modern steam car and its background. Wow. Wow. Who knows what kind of interesting things. Manet. Herb Alpert. Someone recently talked about that somewhere. Urte? There's a photo of a, oh, interesting. The Great Pyramid, its divine message. An original coordination of historical documents and archaeological evidences. Oh my God. This reminds me of one of those things, like if I were to get this book, I could definitely go into some crazy portal with this stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who knows how much this thing is? Oh my god. I gotta remember to come back. Someone I know will go crazy with that. Looking at the mathematical formulas and such. God, it's amazing. It's great they're playing this old-time music in here too, you know? Wow. I mean, gosh. All this intriguing information. Some really cool paintings. There's a painting of two cats dancing and then a bear playing guitar for them. As if they just had a dinner and decided to get up and dance, and he's playing music for them. Lord of the Flies, old Lord of the Flies, $120. A lot of interesting stuff here. Wow, there's a whole hallway here of different art. And all kinds of Hawaiian shirts. It's like an art gallery in here. Wow. Wow. There's some interesting jackets up these steps here. Pan? Is that his name? Pan? The flute? Pan flute? Pan? Wow. Look at that. Be a ventriloquist. He's, what's his name? Goldberger 24-inch celebrity ventriloquist doll. Charlie McCarthy. I'm Charlie McCarthy. $200. Hello there, I'm Charlie McCarthy. Pleasure to meet you. There's a cool poster here of Wizard of Oz. Godzilla, another Wizard of Oz. Really cool stuff. Shirley Temple. I mean, you keep turning. New rooms. Hold new information. Tesla lamps. There's a sign here that says Tesla lamps. Black iron pipe lamps with faucet-handled dimmers. That's cool. I wonder if they make these. Tesla lamps. Dude. Oh, Lone Ranger. I'm surprised they haven't made a Lone Ranger video game. That would be really cool. Vagabundo. Some old Native American statues here. God, this is just great. Jackets. Comic books. They have action figures. They got old cameras on the walls. It looks like 16 millimeter cameras. They got some comic books up on the walls. An old, what looks like a missile. It's like a gorilla dude. Fascinating. Fascinating. That was very interesting. It's very, very neat to see what was going on in there. It's always interesting when you look through the old times like that. Makes me wonder what inspires someone to start an antique shop or is drawn to that stuff. That stuff fascinates me. Bunch of bikes out here, metro bikes. This is the first time, I think, I've seen them. Or am I lying about that? Might have seen them out here in these parts or those parts sometime before, wherever those parts are. I think this concludes part 2. We'll come back. We'll come back later. We're going to glue it all together. This is the part 3 of today's journey to the Yachtley Cruise Show. We are backstage. Some folks are eating. I'm going to go into the back hallway here, and I'm going to read to you some of the posters on the walls. And these are folks who have played at on the very stages that we're on, at this very place, the Rose. Cinderella's Tom Kiefer, the Spinners, Wilson Phillips, Morris Day and the Time. How cool is that? Macy Gray? Holy moly. Sinbad. The Comedy of Sinbad. Donovan. That's awesome. Frankenreiter. War. Holy cow. Dude. Thanks so much for that delicious dinner. This is a special microphone you attached to here. I'm doing a podcast right now.
Oh.
There's a free app called Anchor, and it's awesome. I just start recording it already, and then what happens? I hit stop, I come up with a name for it, and then it goes on iTunes right away. It's like the easiest thing ever. For the longest time, I thought, man, I want to do podcasts, but I didn't realize how easy it can actually be until this app came out. So then I got this microphone, which it just makes it crispier. You know, you can hear stuff a lot easier with this. So I recorded two, maybe about 7 minutes or 10 minutes earlier. You can record a total of an hour. So I recorded 2 pieces earlier, saved them as drafts, and then I'm going to attempt, this is going to be my first time, to glue the 3 of them together. I'm going to try to put them together into one podcast. So this is kind of an experiment right now.
Well, hello, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So what is your first and last name?
Emonte Davis, but I go by Tarzan.
Oh, that's awesome. What would you say are some of your passions? What are some of your talents? What do you like to do?
Definitely music. Play the guitar, the piano, the bass, the drums.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Do you make your own? Have you made your own album?
I am working on my own album.
Really?
Actually,
What's the name
at
of
the
it?
moment? Scars.
And how long have you
Scars
been working on it?
stands for Second Chance at Real Serenity.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
How long have you been working on it?
I've been working on it for about a month now.
Oh, that's great.
And give me about another month or 2 and it'll be ready.
So you got your own home studio?
I recorded in the studio in Hollywood.
A recording in a studio in Hollywood?
Yes, I definitely just got picked up by a recording group, FB, Frank Bank Entertainment. So yeah, it's real good. It's real good.
So how'd they hear your stuff so fast?
Well, I've been recording in my city and putting stuff out for a while, and they seen me, they like me, and they picked me up.
Congratulations.
And definitely should check me out.
Before you know it, you'll be playing on this stage.
That's the plan.
Where can people go to hear any of your music? Do you have stuff that you've done in the past or anything? Oh,
Yeah.
on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
What do they look under?
Von Day. Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram.
Vonday?
VAUGHN.
VAUGHNDAY.
DAE.
DAE. VAUGHN
DAE. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Von Day. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's the man. Also look up Frank Bank, Roy Lim, Those are my partners. We making good music right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so kick-ass, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. How long have you been working here so far?
I've been working here for about 10 months. Really, I own my own company. I do the cleaning.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So you work sort of for this place, but not
Sorta.
necessarily. You kind of have your own company.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
Good money.
So have you been able to meet any of the folks, like any of the, let's say, musicians or comedians that you grew up watching or listening to, and you're like,
Yeah.
holy cow, they're here?
The Dramatics. New Year's Eve. It's one of the greatest shows ever worked. I really
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Only because, I knew them. I've listened to their music, like you said, my whole life. And then they're here, like right here. And then I'm working in the back, so, they come up, they talk to me. I get to eat. They actually invited me to the back. I was eating with them. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty dope.
That's great. I'm still blown away. I'm just looking at all the different posters here and just thinking, what the hell? These
I met Johnny Depp.
You did?
I met
That's
Johnny
crazy.
Depp.
Was he
Yeah.
nice? How was he?
He is. He's a stoner.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude, though. He's real down to earth, nonchalant. That was a good experience.
Was it a surprise that he showed up, or
Definitely.
did you guys know it? Oh, it was a
I didn't
surprise.
know. It was a surprise for me.
Oh, that's cool.
I just came into work, regular day, and Johnny Depp was. I'm like, that's not him. They're like, that's him. I gotta go talk to him. Got to. Yeah.
It's crazy how it is, because a lot of times you'll see someone and they look like a version of the actual person that you're used to seeing. And then, it's so funny you said that about Johnny Depp, because it's been said before where he said something like, a lot of people don't think that I'm me when they see me in person. They think that, they just don't think it's me. So it's funny that same thing happened to you.
Yes, I was like, that can't be him. They're like, nah, it's Johnny Depp. They're like, that's why so much extra security. I'm like, really? Yeah, I talked to him. I met Sinbad, the comedian.
Oh, you did?
Met him
Yeah?
too. Yeah.
That's great. How was he? Was he a nice guy?
I like Johnny Depp better.
Yeah. It's crazy. Sometimes, you just don't know. If someone plays a funny part in a movie or something, you kind of assume, they'd be a cool guy in real person, real life. Or if they play a jerk in a movie, you might think, oh, no, that guy's a jerk in real life. But sometimes it's backwards.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's, the opposite way around.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you go, what? And then when you come across the people who might be in a sour mood or something, then you go, what was it that made them get to this point? Because right now they're doing evidently what they love doing, and they're getting paid big money for it. Yet what might be the thing, what's the monkey wrench in the program here? Why do they seem to have a bad attitude? It's kind of an interesting thing to figure out.
I never know. I love life. I'll try to keep it that way.
And I think the fact that, especially if you're coming from that kind of perspective and you're making the music that you're making, all those great vibes are now stamped into the music. You put them right in there. They're diffused in there. So now when that music is out there played, people feel those vibes, which is great.
That's the whole reason I make music, so that even when I'm gone, people can feel my presence. And I want it to be positive, A little bit of me, I've done bad things, I guess, but no one's perfect. I want me to live on.
It's interesting, right? How we can hear a song. I mean, frickin', or earlier we heard whoever we're listening to here, and just this is Herbie Hancock, I believe. Yeah, this is Herbie Hancock. I forgot who it was earlier, but the fact that this song was made who knows how long ago, and yet it still is just as present as it was when it was first created. It still lives on. Mm-hmm. And people 20 years from now, they'll hear it, and it's fresh and brand new to them, if they've never heard it before,
That's real. There's a lot of music I'm pretty sure it wasn't made. It was made before I was born, but I vibe to it. I really like it. I don't know. Music is music. If you really know music, you can feel music in anything, I guess. But I don't know. It definitely lives. It's definitely its own entity, and I love it.
Yeah, it's great how, that's after we're gone, after we shed this human body. What's interesting, all that remains is the memories that we've left with people, and or any sort of archives, any sort of record of our presence, whether it be videos, whether it be audio, whether it be music, and that stuff continues to live on. That is the constant, spirit that just keeps going through. It's amazing how that is.
It is. It's really crazy to think about it.
Just to think that any sort of music that you're creating is going to, whatever relatives that or ancestors or whatever that you have that live on, they'll all be able to connect with your spirit, your vibes, by listening to the music and going, this is him. You know, this is him. This is his words. This is his thoughts. He sat down to a piano, or he strummed his guitar, sitting on the edge of his bed, sitting out in a park, who knows where, created this thing, and now here it is, and we're listening to this thing right now. Like, that type of stuff always just blows my mind. Always blows my mind. Like, I'll hear music from, like, back in the days from Woodstock and whatnot, you know, and I'll hear it and I'll go, I can feel that era. I can feel it. Like, I could just go, step into the portal and I can
time
be...
machine,
Yeah.
It's crazy because I play classical music on my guitar. I play classical guitar. And it's the same kind of thing when I'm playing like Arkasi or somebody. I can feel like I'm back in the 1800s.
That must be so crazy when you think about that. Like, that music was composed way back then. And they have no idea you exist. I mean, that version of themselves, you know. Obviously, you know, there's a good chance that the current, you know, version of them is peering over your shoulder while you're playing. You know, they're going, great job, I can't believe you're doing that right now. And just think about that, too. Like, all these unseen ghosts and spirits that, you know, that live on, that are there to watch what we're doing and getting a kick out of us, getting a kick out of them, and going, oh, my God, whoa, that's so crazy. You're totally digging this, man.
It's pretty dope. I love it.
It's amazing how that works, right?
But I'm going to get to work.
Yeah, dude. Nice meeting you. I'll look up your stuff on SoundCloud.
I'll be around.
All right, take care. So look at that, an unexpected interview. I see John Hyatt up on the wall here. All right, that was 10 minutes, 45 seconds. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to save this, and then we're going to compose it all into the same podcast. We're going to try it. We're going to test it out. I hope all is well, and we will definitely talk more later.